Hey, how you doing? My name is Randy, and today we'll be taking a look at a top-load LG washer. And the interesting thing about this one is that it is leaking water even when it's not in use. And the reason for that is because it has a faulty water inlet valve. And so essentially what's happening is we have one, if not multiple solenoids that sit at the top of that water valve that have malfunctioned. When they malfunction, they allow water to pass through the top of them, and that water just flows constantly, even though it's just a slight trickle. Given enough time, it'll end up looking like a big puddle on your floor. And again, this will happen even when your machine isn't running. So let's go ahead and take a closer look and I'll show you how to fix it. So let me show you how to check those water valves. We have a total of 5 screws that we're going to want to remove in order to take this off. We're going to start with the first 2, which are going to be this one right here and this one right here. Once you've got those off, you've got 3 more that you have to take out. There's going to be one here, and one here. Once we have all those screws out, we're going to pop this panel off. You might be able to just grab it from right here and work it off. If not, you can take a flathead screwdriver, and if you pull up right here on the side, you can work your screwdriver in between the 2 panels and just pop it off. And now we have access to our water valve. And you can clearly see that this solenoid and this solenoid are bad. They're leaking. It looks like they've been leaking for some time. There is some calcium deposits around the top, all around in here, but also you can see the rust here. And if I touch it, I can actually feel the water coming out of it. So in order to fix it, we just want to put a new water valve on and we'll be good to go. We are dealing with water and electricity. So before you start messing with that water valve, you want to make sure that you unplug your washer from the wall. Make sure you turn the water valves off at the wall as well, and then disconnect your hoses. Next, you'll disconnect the wires that run to your water valve. Remove the 3 screws that hold it in place. You got one here, here, and here. And now you can grab it and pull it out towards you. And then you've still got one hose that's connected back here. You just have to take the clamp off to remove it. We'll slide that clamp down and then we can disconnect the hose from the water valve. And now it's completely out. And again, you can see how bad these solenoids are a little bit better. All right, so we've got a brand new water valve that I'm going to install on this machine. And the model number for this washer is WT7300CV. I mentioned that because the water valve for when it comes to top-load LG washers is not going to be the same for every single model. Yours may look like this. Instead of 4 solenoids, it may have a 5th one over here on the end. So if yours looks like this, if you have the same model washer, then this would be the replacement for it. I'll put a link for this one in the description. But if yours doesn't look like this, or you're just not sure and you want to make sure before you order the part, if you look on the back panel that you took off, you'll find the model number right here. And you can just go to Google, put that model number in with the word parts after it, and that's going to bring up a bunch of websites that are appliance parts, places that you can order from. I would not recommend ordering from there. You just want to click on one of those and then find the water valve in the list of parts and then get that manufacturer part number, and then you can head over to Amazon, put that part number in and find the right water valve for you. And I know I ran through that process a little quick. I do have a video covering exactly how to find replacement parts and where to find them. I'll put a link for that video in the description as well. And if you need to, you can use that to help you with that process. All right, time to pop this new one on. If you take a look at the back of it here, you'll see that 3 of these connections right here have these little orangish red rubber pieces on the end of them. Those 3 are going to be what inserts to the water dispenser right here. This one right here doesn't have one of those. And so the hose that we disconnected is going to reconnect to that one. Once you got it on there, you're just going to re-secure that clamp. And now to get the rest of these in, you're going to have to tilt this back just a little bit at an angle and then push them in all the way. And then you want the holes where your screws go to line back up with the water valve here. We'll put the screws back in, reconnect the clips. As far as the installation of the water valve goes, we are done. All we have to do now is pop this panel back on. And it should just kind of snap in place. Screw it back in. Now your washer is good to go. You can reconnect the water valves, plug it back in, and get back to doing laundry without having to worry about it leaking all over your floor. Thank you guys so much. Take care. We'll catch you next time.